Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sindhu. Today we are going to talk about the 10 common fertility mistakes what couple tend to do and how to avoid those. Let's begin with it. So when it comes to infertility and infertility treatment, you should, before even you begin with that infertility journey or infertility treatment, you should always keep these 10 points in your mind, and after checking all these points only you should take the next step. First and foremost is, are you too soon to see a doctor? That means if you are less than 35 years of age and if you have been trying to conceive by less than from past 1 year, and if you don't have any underlying conditions, if you don't have any past history of any sexually transmitted diseases like gonorrhea, chlamydia or herpes or something like that, or pelvic inflammatory disease, or if you don't have any irregular cycles, don't go see a doctor if you fall into any of these categories. Yeah. Second thing is, if you delay to see a doctor, that means if you're more than 35 years of age, if you have irregular cycles, or if you have any other health underlying health conditions, you should definitely seek medical help. This might definitely hinder your chances of conception. Yeah. And if you've been trying to have a baby for more than 1 year, then in spite of all these things, if you're not able to conceive, then you should definitely go see the doctor. So that checks off 2 boxes. Next, third thing is not knowing your ovulation day. So when you're trying for pregnancy, it's very important to know which day exactly you're ovulating, or for that matter, at least which is your fertile window. So I have a full description about how to track the ovulation, how to make your own fertile how to make your own ovulation calendar, and how to track the how to track your ovulation. So just click the icon above, so it will take you to that video. So you should definitely watch that video to know how to track the ovulation and what are the signs of ovulation and everything. Yeah. Next, the fourth thing is trying to have intercourse only on the day of ovulation. So you know how to track the ovulation, and you have been tracking ovulation with the ovulation kit, or any the cervical mucus method, or body temperature method, or any method which is very convenient for you, and you're trying to have contact only on that particular day. That doesn't work like that, because no cycle is similar, and just because you had ovulation on the 13th day in the previous cycle, that doesn't mean you will definitely have ovulation on the 13th day in this cycle also. And no test is so well designed to tell you exactly which point of the time you're having ovulation. It's very hard to say. Whenever the ovulation kits gives you a positive response, that means after that one, within 24 to 36 hours, anytime you can ovulate. Yeah. So that window is quite big. So having intercourse just on the time of ovulation doesn't help, or doesn't put you anywhere. It might definitely delay your chances of conception. Next important thing is trying frequently, in the sense having too much of contact or too much of intercourse will not increase your fertility. In converse, it can definitely hinder the chances of the conception, because it might reduce the number of sperms in the seminal fluid. So you should be a bit careful. Having too much of sex is also very bad. Yeah. Next thing is obsessing over the position. Okay, there are many, I have read in the internet, there are many things which say you should have intercourse in a particular position, then only your chances of conception is more, and you should lift your legs up and to the wall to support this sperms to descend inside and all. So these are complete myths. Don't believe in any of those things, because the sperms are per se genetically programmed. They are very great swimmers. Yeah. They are genetically programmed to go and seek for the egg. Yeah. There are millions of sperms available. Just changing your body position or anything for that matter is not going to affect the chances of conception. Yeah. Next thing is thinking that problem is with you. Yeah. Just because you are the one who is ovulating and carrying the baby, that doesn't mean the problem is always with the females. every 1 in 3 couple are who are affected with infertility, the problem is with the man. So before assuming things, yeah, try for this natural method for 1 year, and then you can go ahead with, when you start treatment, you will know who exactly is having the problem. Okay, don't just think that it's a problem is always with you, or the man should not think that the problem is always with him. So it can be, until and unless you know what is the reason, you'll not know for sure who exactly is having problem, or both of you don't have problem at all. Yeah, because there are conditions where there are unexplained infertility also. That means the male partner is also absolutely fine and the female partner is also absolutely fine, but still they have trouble conceiving. Those category of people are also there. That's called unexplained infertility. Next important thing is stressing out. Yeah, so when you are planning to have a baby, stress is the most important factor which has hindered the chances of conception. It's a very bad thing. Stress or depression will definitely have an impact on your fertility, because each month you are trying to conceive. It looks like some you are going into some mathematical calculation. You're calculating this, you're calculating that. It should not be like that. Okay, nature will take some time to help you to conceive, because that is how the things are. Every conception, every intercourse, or every sexual activity will not result in pregnancy. Yeah, so even everything will take some time. So don't stress out. Stressing is it's very bad. So try to do some meditation and relaxation. If you are too much stressed, or if you are too much depressed about it, try to get a medical help. They can definitely help you to relieve your stress. And next thing is having unhealthy habits. If you're drinking, smoking, so I'm not saying you completely just having a cup of wine or something, glass of wine or something like that will not will not hinder your chances of fertility. But don't indulge yourself in too much of alcohol or smoking habits. That might definitely have a negative effect. Next important thing is not doing regular exercises. So doing regular exercises is very, very important when you're trying to conceive. So when you don't do any physical activity, you tend to have polycystic ovaries or something like that. That might hinder the ovulation. So just go for some brisk walking, or just go and work out. That will definitely improve the quality of the eggs, and that will definitely help in ovulation as well. I guess we have covered all the 10 points. So these are all the points which you should keep in mind when you're planning for pregnancy. So after checking all this box only, you should take the next step of going and seeing the doctor. I hope this video was helpful to you. I have a whole description about these 10 points in the description box below. Yeah, if you like this channel, consider subscribing. Yeah, and consider clicking the bell icon as well. So next time I upload a video, you'll get a notification of it. Yeah, so I'll see you all in the next video. Till then, stay healthy and drink plenty of water.